Winner.
You missed the claim of bingo.
Oh, she didn't do it either, just like the other guy.
Valerie, Kyle, Travel Channel.
More awkward bingo to come when I get to that section. What did you think of the Navigator of the Seas ship tour? Did you think it was weird that our balcony door was open? Did you think it was weird that there was someone detained on the floor? Did you think it was weird that Kyle's wallet was on the couch? I sure did. But that did not stop us from having a great time. So let's take a look at the food, the shows, and the entertainment. The food in the main dining room I thought was pretty good. The spinach and artichoke dip, that was tasty. There were obviously not enough chips, there never are. The filet mignon, that did sit for a while. I could see the tray and it sat before they served it. I wasn't a huge fan of that. It wasn't really hot. It was warm enough. It was still tasty, but had they been able to serve it right when they brought it from the kitchen, I think it would have been a little bit better. The flavor was good though. The dark chocolate custard, you cannot go wrong with that. Golden polenta fries, they were so good. They were crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. The New York strip, I did get it medium. They cooked it perfectly. I had some lemon curd and coffee pâte de crème. Yum, yum, yum. The desserts are always really good. The carne asada, that was medium rare. It did need a little bit more spice, a little bit more flavor, but it was cooked pretty good. We got the crunchy chili tofu tacos. I love tofu. I always get sesame tofu when we go to Thai restaurants. Big tofu fan. These were weird, the weirdest probably tofu dish I've ever been served. We didn't eat really any of it. We looked at it and we're like, what the heck is this? Vegan toffee cheesecake. Yum. Pork bao tacos. Bao buns are fluffy and delicious and amazing. And then the pork belly that you get, it is so good. I always get the pork bao tacos when they're served. I love the Caribbean style chicken with plantains. Catch me eating plantains every chance I get. They are delicious. And the flavor for a main dining room dish, the Caribbean style chicken has tons of flavor. Oh my gosh, it's time to talk about bingo. What a disaster. What a mess. The most awkward, uncomfortable time I have ever had playing bingo on a cruise ship, and we have played on multiple cruise lines, multiple times. So it's not our first time playing bingo. First of all, it's really expensive. The packages start at $49 and go up to $79, which is crazy for bingo. We played on Carnival very recently, and it's a more reasonable amount, 25, $30, I think. The host of bingo started off with a story about on a ship recently, this guy had a son and he didn't believe his son that he had a bingo, so he didn't call it. And then he called it one number too late, so we couldn't honor the bingo. You have to call the bingo on your number. You cannot wait until they say 072. And then the minute they say 073, if you had 072 and that's your bingo, you don't have a bingo. You don't get money. You missed it. That being said, he spent 10 minutes telling the crowd, if you call your bingo late, you will not get paid out. He was very, very, very specific about that. I don't know if people weren't listening. I don't know what the deal was, but we were on the upper level. There were people sitting to the left of us. There was a guy and his wife, and then there were two ladies. One of them said she had a bingo. And this is tough. This is like, who do you side with? Did she yell it? None of us heard it. None of us heard anything up there except the guy who said, she said there was a bingo. It's your fault. You didn't hear it. Da 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 da. Yelling at the host from the balcony. And then the host is like, no, you don't get paid for this bingo. You did not call it. And then there was a whole mess of like, this went on for minutes where they're bickering back and forth. And then the guy is like yelling at the host on behalf of this lady. Then this lady says, oh, I lost my voice. But then like she had a friend with her who also didn't help her yell. I don't really know what the best option was at that point, but it was awkward. I was uncomfortable. I'll show you the aftermath here.
Shout very, very loud. Not to call number.
Loser.
That's pretty shitty. I think I'd agree with him.
I think you would be looking.
I'm sorry, sir. I cannot
No,
validate your claim
get him,
anymore. We have one person there.
You gotta be a little more vocal than that guy. Oh, wait, I won.
It's like Uno.
Yeah, you lose.
This is awkward.
I guess next time you'll pay attention.
Here we go. I
This
know,
is-
my
This
God.
is what I'm saying. If you have a good claim of bingo,
Get his attention. That's what it is.
Okay, Charlie, over here we have Judy. The number is 263
263
92.
92. 26392. Yes, the last.
Hey, the bingo
number
game
is
on Royal is rigged.
72. The smart white is a good claim of bingo. Next claim.
The winner.
Yona's a claim of bingo.
Oh, she didn't do it either, just like the other guy. You gotta.
Solid, we call already bingo. We call already the last number. The last number is 72. Last number is 72.
Charlie, everyone's saying that she called it. I don't know.
So I did that. Move one on.
I call already next number. Any further claim? Any further claim?
Somebody else claim it just for fun.
We have one sole winner taking home of $700.
You know, there were people split about whether she should have gotten paid for the bingo or not. I mean, it would have been, I think, about $300 or $400 had she called bingo and he heard her call it. So I guess there were two people that did say they called bingo on that number, but then it went to the next person because they called it when that number was active. They said, oh, whoever says they called it, come up after. We'll give you bingo cards for the next round of bingo. What do you think? What do you think? Whose side are you on? Was it the lady that was at fault for not getting maybe more people to help her call bingo if she couldn't call it? Was it the host for not noticing one person in a crowd of people who are all shouting different things? Leave your comment below. This is one where I really want to know which side are people on. We were split. I'm not going to tell you which way, but we were split on maybe who was a little bit more at fault. One of the fun things about traveling during a holiday is they do special events. One quick one here was the holiday tree lighting where they lit up the tree and then the pillars around the elevators. It was very pretty. It was a whole collective moment where everybody did a countdown and they lit the trees.
3, 2, 1. Happy holidays! And a warm welcome to the beautiful Navigator of the Seas. We want an absolutely great time with us over the next few days. Happy holidays to all of you.
I'm escaping from reality.
Are you excited for the escape room?
Yes,
Are you lying?
I can't wait.
I can't wait. I'm going to have the most amazing time with my daughter-in-law because it's so much fun.
Yeah, I can't escape her.
He cannot escape me.
She keeps winning the money and it's pissing me off.
That's right. Like I mentioned last week, we did the Observatorium, which was the escape room. That is the only thing up on the top deck, which I think was 15, maybe 14 or 15. We had a great time. There were about 8 of us, maybe 10 of us there. We escaped with 16 minutes to spare out of 50. So we did an awesome job. You cannot film, you can't do anything, but they let me take a couple pictures of us as a group after. And if you haven't done an escape room, it's so much fun. And even if you are not like sure about going with a group of people, we worked, like, I was working with a guy from another group, and we were both trying to solve this puzzle, and you're just so involved. So if you like puzzle solving, and if you like the idea of an escape room, give it a try. They said that it used to actually be like the wedding chapel, I think, area, and they changed it to the escape room and are making probably way more money. Another weird thing that happened on this cruise, so there was supposed to be a showgirl themed show at the beginning and then Ballroom Fever at the end, or I think they were switched, right? And then so on the app, I had us all scheduled for showgirl, and then I had us all scheduled for Ballroom Fever, and then all of a sudden they said, "Oh, showgirl is going to be switched, so like we're not having it this day, we're having it this day." But then on the app, so it went to Ballroom Fever, but then it showed both of them, but then showgirl disappeared. It was weird, and we only got to go to Ballroom Fever. We never got to make it to showgirl because I didn't even know when it actually was. It kept changing. Looking at Ballroom Fever, I love ballroom dancing. I love all dancing. You know that. You've seen me do my dance classes. It started off slow, but toward the end, it did kind of pick up, and there was a like special couple, right, that were the professional dancers, and you could tell they were. They were highlighted throughout the show, I think from Ukraine. They were amazing, fantastic. This is not really a show for kids. It's like ballroom music. It's not pop music. It's really going to be maybe more entertaining for adults. And there was a kid behind us with her, I think, dad, and they talked the whole time, the whole show, because the kid just was not entertained. It just is really not made for kids.
Let's get loud. Let's get loud.
We hit the stuff on your coming out of the great stand. I know I don't seclude place.
My absolute favorite thing to do on every royal ship is the ice skating show. Every time I just think to myself, we are on a cruise ship and we have people professionally ice skating and putting on an amazing show for us. It was no different here. I loved the ice skating show. It was one of my favorite things on the ship. I would put that right up there with the escape room. I thought both of those were fantastic. My final thoughts on this cruise. I had a great time. I really enjoyed the shows. I enjoyed the food. I enjoyed the escape room, the different things that we got to do that were my first time doing it on a cruise. I liked the stops. We went to Catalina Island and Ensenada. The stops were great. It was just the weird vibes that were kind of off-putting. So the bingo incident, we had the wallet incident, we had the balcony door incident, we had the app glitch. It was just like a little off. Have you had a cruise like that? All of our cruises up to now have been pretty good. Overall, we had a great time though. And if you are going on Navigator, I definitely think that you're going to find some things that you like to do because there's always a one-off. This could be just a one-off and it could normally be a fantastic time. If you haven't checked out last week's video, make sure you do so that you can see what the ship is like. It's a ship tour. And then I always give a recap of how much we spent at the end of every cruise. And this time it's for 4 people, so you can see how much we saved as well. In the next couple weeks, I'm going to have Catalina Island, where I did get to see the Catalina Island fox. I'm obsessed. And I'm going to have our Viator tour. It was an Ensenada food tour that was basically a private tour for the 4 of us. Make sure you subscribe. I'm going to have Vegas. We just went on our first Princess cruise. I have some thoughts about those ships. I am going to share how much we spent on that, how much we saved, the works. Subscribe. You don't want to miss anything. There's a ton coming out. We have trips planned up the wazoo. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.
Goodbye, everybody, goodbye.